Welcome to Boulder Community Health's virtual wellness series, Be Well. I'm Gina DeNucci, your host, and in today's episode, we learn why physicians want their patients to ask uncomfortable questions, hear the benefits of a high-fiber diet with tips for getting your daily recommendation, and discover the mind, body, and community connection through dance, and not just any dance, salsa. And be sure to stay with us until the end for the opportunity to win a $75 gift card to Spruce Farm and Fish in Boulder. Let's begin. I'm here with Dr. Elizabeth Cruse, and today we're going to talk about the top 3 questions patients are most embarrassed to ask. Dr. Cruse, thank you for being here today.
Yeah, sure.
Tell us, why is it important for patients to open up to their doctors about questions that could be difficult to say out loud?
Well, I think the first thing to remember is that we've heard it all, and you never should be embarrassed to bring anything up to your doctor. I mean, we can really help you understand what's going on with your body and really help you alleviate any anxiety you might be having over an issue and help you figure out what's going on and hopefully help you get better.
Okay, so let's dive into the top 3. Number 1, flatulence, otherwise known as gas.
Yes.
We all have it, our furry friends have it. What is considered normal and what might need looking into?
You know, normal is a really good question. First of all, it just is normal. As you said, everybody has it. No one talks about it. It can be socially embarrassing. And when you look around through the literature, there's no great paper or anything like that, but some people estimate any amount between like 20 and 150 times a day is normal. So just basically gas is normal. When to worry. I mean, really, when to worry is if you're having trouble controlling it, it's becoming a social issue, certainly. Or if it's associated with any other symptoms like abdominal pain, diarrhea, blood in your stool, weight loss that is unintentional, things like that. So certainly you would want to talk to your doctor sooner rather than later if any other symptoms like that are going on.
Number 2, excessive sweating. What can you tell me about that?
Excessive sweating can be, I think, socially embarrassing, but the thing to know about is it is actually normal. Some of us are actually just wired differently than others. You may know that our sweat glands are actually innervated by our autonomic nervous system. And this is the part of the nervous system that just runs in the background. We don't think about it. It keeps our heart rate going, keeps us breathing, and also controls sweating. Most sweating is normal, but some of us have an excessive response to normal stimuli. So for example, if it gets a little warmer, we might sweat more. Or if we're nervous or anxious, that fight or flight thing kicks in and we just really sweat. But as we all know, that can be pretty embarrassing if you're in a work situation or some other situation where you feel like you're unable to control it. So you definitely want to bring it to your doctor because there are things that you can do about it. There are treatments that are available if you're interested. There are topical treatments that are very effective. There's some oral medications that can help. And then if those things don't work, even Botox has been used to sort of control the sweat glands and keep them from reacting to stimuli.
Number 3, incontinence of urine and stool.
So first, I'd just like to say incontinence of urine or stool is never normal, no matter what age you are. So certainly it's more common in certain age groups. Certainly it is more common often in women who have had babies, but it's never normal. And certainly it is something that, again, can cause, difficulty with socialization. You don't want to go out. You worry about where the bathrooms are. So you always want to bring that up to your doctor and talk about what options there are for treatment and maybe what is causing it. They don't necessarily have to involve medications or surgery. Interestingly, physical therapy is a very good treatment. Incontinence of stool is much more rare and definitely never normal, so it is something you want to bring up to your doctor.
And could lifestyle play a role in any of these three common issues?
I'd say definitely. So first, with the flatulence issue, diet and lifestyle actually can play a role. So I think we all are pretty familiar with foods that can cause gas, so like beans, legumes, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage. I think everybody's pretty familiar with that. But interestingly, onions and garlic can too. Just getting indigestion itself can. And then some things that some people don't think about, drinking carbonated beverages can cause gas. And then lifestyle things like drinking through a straw, which because most of us get gas because we're swallowing air. And then gum chewing, sugar-free gums that contain undigestible sugars or even undigestible sugars that are in some of the diet foods can actually cause more gas because we just can't digest them, but the bacteria in our guts can, and they create gas.
Well, thank you, Dr. Cruse. And there you have it. Embarrassing questions get easier with practice. And don't be afraid to open up to your physician if you have questions or concerns like these. Together you can come up with a plan that might be as simple as a lifestyle change.
I'm Bonnie Jortberg. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Family Medicine at the University of Colorado School of Medicine on the Anschutz Medical Campus. And I'm delighted to be here today to talk about the benefits of fiber. Fiber is really a superfood. There are just so many health benefits of a high fiber diet. One of the most common questions that I'm asked is how much fiber do you need? And it actually depends upon how many calories that you take in every day. And in general, that our requirements are about 14 grams of fiber per 1,000 calories. So for men, adult men that is, you're talking about somewhere between about 30 to about 38 grams of fiber each day. And for women, it's between about 21 to about 25 grams of fiber each day. There's two different types of fiber. So there's an insoluble type of fiber and there's a soluble type of fiber. And there's benefits of both. So your insoluble fiber it's the type of fiber that collects bulk and water as it goes through your digestive system. So your insoluble type of fiber tends to be best for your gut health and to help you regulate your bowels. And so some example of some foods that are high in insoluble fiber are things like nuts, your whole grain breads and cereals, and then your whole grain types of rices and pastas, those kinds of things. Your soluble type of fiber is also very beneficial, and this is the type of fiber that seems to be best for people with type 2 diabetes or diabetes in general, or if you're looking around improving your cardiovascular or your heart disease health, because this insoluble fiber tends to almost act like a sponge as it goes through your digestive tract, so it helps to slow down the absorption of sugars when you eat them. And then, for example, for lowering your cholesterol, particularly your bad cholesterol, your LDL, the soluble types of fiber actually even tend to act like that sponge around some of your fats, particularly fats that are harmful for increasing your cholesterol levels. And some types of soluble fiber would be oatmeal is probably the one that's known the best because you see a lot of advertising about heart health for things like oatmeal. And then a lot of your fruit and also things like your beans and legumes also tend to be very high in your soluble types of fiber. So the best way to get in the most amount of fiber is to really power your breakfast. And so one of the ways to do that is through either having something like an oatmeal, which has about 6 grams of fiber in just a half a bowl of oatmeal, and then you add a half a cup of raspberries and you boost that a couple more grams of fiber. You can also look at getting some high fiber cereal into your diet, but what you really want to make sure that you do is you read the label. So what you're looking for is about 5 grams of fiber per serving. So cereal such as this would be a really great choice. If you're on the go or you're traveling, you can also add things like Citrusel or Metamucil to your diet. You can add this to juice. This is another way to boost your fiber, or you can think about a fiber supplement. If you're really on the go or traveling, again, you can choose some high fiber bars. These are a couple of examples of that. Again, you want to look at having the bar provide at least 5 grams of fiber per serving. For things like snacks, so if you were to choose something like mixed nuts with some dried fruit, that's another high fiber type of snack, or popcorn actually provides a fair amount of fiber as well. For lunch, what you want to think about is to have, if you're having a sandwich, have it on a very high fiber bread, like 100% whole wheat type of bread. Again, you're going to have twice as much fiber provided in each slice of bread than if you were to choose a white type of bread. And then for supper or for dinner, you can think about things like, this is a chicken chipotle bowl as an example. This has quinoa, it has kidney beans in it, and it has some lettuce. You can add some avocado for some additional fiber. And then if you're thinking about both either for lunch or for dinner, if you really want to boost how much fiber you're getting in, you can add beans or legumes to your salad. So again, pinto beans, black beans are just a great way to get in more fiber. And then you can also, if you're thinking about either a pasta or a rice, again, choosing your ones that are your 100% whole wheat or whole grain, again, you're going to get about twice as much fiber in than if you were to choose more of the white pastas or the white rice. So the key things to remember about getting more fiber in your diet is, number one, read your labels. So it's very clear on your labels how much fiber is in a product. And remember, about 5 grams or more per serving is considered to be a high fiber food. Again, think about really boosting your fiber in the morning for breakfast. That's one of the best ways to get in more fiber. And again, we've given you some ideas about that. And then also be creative. Think about little ways you can get in more fiber in your diet. So whether it's just changing your snacks by adding popcorn or some mixed nuts and dried fruit, or adding 100% whole wheat bread, or even mixing it up. I mean, you can have beans for breakfast. You can make yourself kind of a Southwest breakfast, or maybe you have oatmeal for dinner. So think about creative ways in which you can get more fiber into your diet.
Hello, my name is Eric Freeman. I am the owner and founder of Salsaville Dance Studios here in Boulder, Colorado. So salsa is something that's an amazing activity on several levels. Of course, it's physical, it's a form of exercise. It's an incredible form of social interaction. I can't tell you how many people I've met all over the world. We share this thing of dancing, this love for dancing. In fact, one of the amazing things is you don't even need to speak one word in the same language. If you know salsa, you grab someone and just start dancing. So today, I'm going to show you what it's like to learn salsa all the way from complete beginner, and then we'll progress into an intermediate and even a little bit of advanced. So we have our friend here, Gina, who is a complete beginner, and we're going to start off showing her the very basics. All right, Gina, let's try a little basic salsa. So the first thing is we got to get some basic steps. Salsa is an 8 count, and what we do is we take 3 steps and pause 1. So that means we step on 1, 2, and 3, we pause on the 4, and then we step 5, 6, 7, pause on the 8. So let's just clap for a minute the way we would dance, okay? So we're going to clap 1, 2, 3, leave out the 4, 5, 6, 7, leave out the 8. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's the idea. That's the when we step. Then which foot we use, it's a lot like walking. In walking, we always put one foot in front of the other, okay? But this is going to be like walking in place. So we're going to alternate our feet. We'll start for you with the right foot. We step right foot, then the left foot, then the right foot. Those are 3 beats. So let's do that. And 1, 2, 3. We pause on the 4, and then we take 3 more steps, 5, 6, 7. But we start with the left foot now. So we go left, left, pause on the 8. Okay, so now we have some music on. Let's hear the beat. We go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So when we dance together, I start left, she starts right. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Left, right, left, right. That's my part. She's doing the opposite. Now this is dance in place. And then we have another step where I go forward and she goes back. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. That's great. It's amazing. 1, 2, 3. And then as we get a little more advanced, we might throw in a turn. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And we can show you more of that now in the next segment. Okay, so we've got intermediate. Okay, here we go. 5, 6, 7. 1, 5. So we have a move called crossbody lead. This is it again. He crosses over my body. Here's the right turn again. We've got left turn. We've got left turn for the woman. And crossbody lead. Here's a little more advanced move. Crossbody lead with a left turn. Here it is again. And another way of doing it is you stop her and turn into a move that we call sweetheart. Here it is again. And finally, here's what an advanced class could be. We do like a different routine every month, a complex routine, several moves, all sorts of possibilities. The amazing thing about salsa is I've been doing this for 22 years, and I know thousands of moves, but there are thousands more. It's basically infinite. It's so much fun. There's always something, some variation, some new thing to learn, and it's just infinitely entertaining.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. And now, for the opportunity to win a $75 gift card, compliments of Spruce Farm and Fish in Boulder. Be the first person to send me the correct answer to this question, and you're the winner. Here goes. Name one tip from each of today's featured segments that supports a healthy lifestyle. Send me your answers, and until next time, everyone, stay healthy and be well.